My people, Olori Naomi has finally, once again come out to say something concerning her return back into the palace. And from what she's saying, to start with, she is the one returning back into the palace, not any other person. So the way everybody is making it look like we are coming back into the palace, no, it is her, Olori Naomi, that is returning back into the palace. So if some corrections can be made, she would be very, very happy if some persons can, um, reconsider their statement. Now, secondly, she's still weighing options between bringing her son and not bringing her son. And what she is seeing, every single thing that is happening, it's giving her more reasons not to bring her son. But she's now beginning to look at things in a different phase, because there was a time Pastor Jerry Eze told the owner that the more he keeps on yielding to what his wives want, the more problem this thing brings. The more he keeps yielding to what his wives want, the more problem these things will generate. Because they feel they can control his will. So whenever he wants to do something, they will just put up war. They will just make sure that they put up one form of fight or another so that they can hinder the whole existence of that. Now look at when Olori Naomi left the palace in December 2020. From December 2020 come today, it has been one failed attempt upon another to make sure that Olori Naomi returns back into the palace. Why are there so many failed attempts? Because these women have been fighting day after day that to make sure that uh it doesn't pull through for Naomi to return back into the palace. And they do these things joyfully. They do it with so much pride in them, and they look at it as an achievement. And right now that finally Naomi is supposed to come back into the palace, it is more like Naomi has given them something to bank on, because it became like everything they were doing was an already used tactic that everybody already knows now. Yes, is it to send someone after Olori Naomi, charms in Olori Naomi's apartment, or which one? But this particular one, that they are making the environment toxic in such a way that Tedinikawa cannot return to come and be in such a toxic and an unbearable environment. It is all new. Yes, it is all new altogether. But well, someone has said that the environment has always been toxic. Naomi didn't just notice it. And if she could give birth to that boy in a toxic environment, then the boy can survive the toxic environment too. So she should just bring him back. And she should also reconsider whatsoever it is that she is thinking. And if you would want to also look at it in Olori Naomi's perspective, these women can wake up one day and just start fighting. These women wake up and they just start quarreling. These women hit on each other, they fight each other, they drag each other, they release each other's sex tapes on the internet. A lot of things happen just within them, inside there in the palace. And nobody is finding it that convenient again, because they say that when an issue becomes consistent, it is likely to cause a lot of trouble. And right now this issue is causing more and more trouble in the palace for the Oni himself. So believe me or not, the Oni will not even cherish whatsoever it is that these women will have to present or offer or do anything. And right now it is affecting his efforts that he has put in for years to make sure that nothing happens, nothing comes out, nothing occurs. That is affecting his efforts. And let's learn to call a spade a spade. Yes, Olori Naomi doesn't want to bring her son back into the palace. It seems like she's being unfair. Yes, truly, it seems like she's being unfair. But let's also begin to weigh the options. What if Tedene comes back into the palace, and that's exactly when this woman feels like, okay, let's set the palace on fire. Remember what happened when they said Naomi was going to come back after Olojo festival? That's last year. What happened? There was series and puzzles of fight that these women pulled up, that they even completely forgot about Olori Naomi's return into the palace. That's how bad it was. Yeah, so right now, if we want to hold by what these women have been doing, even Naomi, you will say that she should not come back into the palace. But you see that single statement that says that the environment has always been toxic. Naomi did not just notice it. And if she holds by that toxic environment, then there will be no growth on the Oni's path. Because the Oni has just been static in one place with his wives all this while. Yes, all this while it has just been like that, static in one place. And for him to move forward, he needs Naomi to come back and be there. He needs a supportive wife. He doesn't need a nagging wife. He doesn't need a fighting wife. He doesn't need all of these women that keeps proving to him day after day that this is it, that is it. He doesn't need it. That's at all. He doesn't need it. But from what we are hearing or from what we are seeing, Olori Naomi is beginning to state categorically that she knows the kind of environment she will bring her son in. She wants to be very considerate on whatsoever is happening, but what she sees day after day weakens her spirit to even consider bringing her son back into the palace and all of those things. And it is now beginning to be an issue. Yes, because her apartment has been renovated, and according to what we heard allegedly, whatsoever charm was found there has been removed. So she is actually born to come back into the palace any moment from now. But her coming back is still beginning to be what? Questionable. Why is it questionable? Because of what these women are pulling out. They are pulling a lot of things that even she herself she cannot explain. Yes, they are pulling stunts. They are doing a million things that nobody even knows exactly what to hold on to again. My people, who only got married to women who are fighters. We hope he knows that he got married to women who are fighters. He got married to women who are not ready to stop. He got married to women who, no matter what happens, they will go to an extent to do whatsoever it is they want to do. And right now that they are beginning to exercise all of those things that are their attributes, it is causing him more harm than good. But if only he'd listened, he would have avoided a lot and a lot of these things. A lot of it. Yes, he would have. But when they told him, he said no. And here we are, facing it, every single thing.